US inflation continues to shape market sentiment. What's more, the Fed Reserve's decision to start monetary policy easing also depends on inflation figures. The oil situation may have a negative influence on the US dollar. Even higher than anticipated data on the producer price index failed to boost the greenback, which remained in the red zone. Jerome Powell's hawkish comments also failed to support the national currency. He said people should be patient and let restrictive policy do its work. However, it's inflation figures that may determine the future of the US dollar. Thus, the recent report put the greenback under pressure. What reaction should we expect from the Bank of England, the ECB, and the Fed? Curiously, 7 officials of the Fed Reserve will deliver speeches in the near future. Jerome Powell will be the last to express his opinion. After that, we could determine what will influence the market more, macroeconomic reports or comments. In our video review, we will figure out what reports will be of greater importance later this week. Japan's GDP reports are due on Thursday, May 16. Given that the economy narrowly avoided recession at the end of the last year, its modest 0.1% growth in the fourth quarter is not encouraging. However, the economy advanced from a minus 0.8%, which looks quite impressive. Nevertheless, it lost its honorable third place to Germany. Japan's GDP forecast for the first quarter of 2024 is in a negative territory at a minus 0.3%. In this case, the already weak yen will be even more vulnerable to the US dollar. Also, on May 16, traders will focus on the labor market reports from Australia and New Zealand and the United States. This data is of a secondary importance. The fact is that Australia is far from Europe and the United States. Nevertheless, its employment forecasts are impressive. Thus, employment may surge to plus 25,000 from a minus 7,000. That's in total, the Australian labor market may add more than 31,000 new jobs. In this case, the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar may have an opportunity to resist the US dollar. However, the situation may change once the US discloses its initial jobless claims data. Although this data is released weekly, its effect on the forex market seems to be more significant than the one from the Australian monthly reports we just mentioned. If the number of people claiming unemployment benefits in the United States rises even on a weekly basis, the US currency will gain in value. However, the dollar may lose its upward momentum amid new statistics. The situation in the US real estate sector, whose failures negatively affect the Chinese economy, is quite stable, even amid extremely high interest rates in the United States. In March, the number of building permits fell to minus 3.7%, but was downwardly revised from the initial estimates, which suggested a decline of a minus 4.3%. According to the forecast, the indicator will stay at a minus 0.2. If the predictions come true, the greenback will rise. The rise in the US currency may accelerate if the US industrial production figures meet the forecast of a 0.2% increase. Given that this indicator advanced by 0.4% in March, the April report may unveil a smaller increase. Therefore, the US dollar is likely to ignore the data or respond with a slight volatility depending on the figures. The data on China's industrial production is important not only for the country itself, but also for the Asia-Pacific region and the whole world. After a jump to 7% recorded in January and February, it declined to 4.5% in March, was almost fatal. However, Beijing does not lose hope for the revival. Thus, forecasts suggest a climb to 5.6%. If the predictions come true, the antipoding currencies will have a chance to gain value. We will monitor the market reaction to the above-mentioned reports. Subscribe to our channel and follow changes in market sentiment with us. Any comments, questions, and offers are welcomed. We wish you profitable trading and see you soon.